Welcome everybody, my name is Jack and this is the Spatial, a game which is just about to come out onto Steam, I think Humble Store as well. It's a awesome space, sci-fi, it's a combination actually of quite a few genres. I want to say a spaceship or a space station building game, but it has some adventure and RPG elements as well. So we'll have a look at the different features of the game. I've been playing for about an hour now, and I'll just take you through probably the next 20-30 minutes of gameplay as I explain the concepts and give you my impressions of it so far. Remember, I only put an hour into it, but I feel like I got a good feel for how the game's going to go, and it's got some pretty cool features. And at the end of it, if you guys want to see more of this game, you want to see me do a whole series on this, make sure you let me know in the comments or send me a message somehow. I'd be keen to hear if you want to see more of it, because it's kind of interesting. So what you start off with is this tiny little teleportation room, and you have a group of soldiers I can bring up. I got quite a few of them now, but you have, I think it's 5 to start with. You can construct your space station with corridors and rooms. The main criteria when building rooms is that rooms cannot be connected next to each other. There has to be a one space gap. If I bring down the walls, there's a one space gap between these two. The music of the game actually is really kind of cool. I love this main theme. It sounds really cool. And so we've got our main guys, and you can notice the colors. It's the green, actually let's bring it, I'm getting them all wrong. The green is engineers, blue are scientists, red, they're called strategists, think of them like soldiers. Yellow is diplomat. I think that's all of them. Yeah, 4 white is doctors. It's just those 5 types there. And what's happening is they're going around, I'll leave the walls down for the moment, they're going around and they're doing little chores, and as you progress you unlock some money. You start with 10 grand, and actually I gotta say one thing, you don't need to build your space station this big. I've built like really long corridors and big rooms. I probably only needed to build the rooms like 2 by 2, like tiny little things. Like you notice how empty these rooms are over here and how spaced out, and they're spending a lot of their time just walking around. What you have is you have $10,000 to start playing stuff out. You unlock a couple of things early on, and they each serve a different function. The big orange area here is my warehouse, and these big units here allow me to hold more inventory space, and as you can see I've got a couple of screens worth of inventory there. Is that... yeah, okay, so it goes up and down by 1 row at a time. There's a nice sort button here which just reorganizes them all and groups them together for you. And I think this, if I click on show me this object here, the recycle actually allows you to quickly automatically, you can either pick them yourself or automatically pick some low level items. You can recycle them and get some high level items out of them, which I think is quite cool. We have some sleeping arrangements for our people because everybody has needs, and if I click on someone here, at the moment this person's got sleep, they're at level 2. If I find someone who's higher rank, I can't click. That's kind of hard to actually click on people. I've noticed it's been difficult. This person here's level 4. They've got hunger and sleep. As people rank up, if you give me the right screen, here we go, career. They've got different needs. So sleep was vital at level 1, then hunger, and then when they get to level 5, thirst will be vital. And what we're doing is we're doing missions, which I'll show in a moment, to get resources, and we can then use machines to produce food or something, and then we can drink it and satisfy the needs of our people. But also our main money maker for this place is visitors, so that's what these docks are for. And I've got a ship here, there's 5 people. Oh, they're only here for 3 more seconds. That's not a very good example, they're about to all leave. Okay, here came in 3 new people, and they're going to be here for about 2 minutes. They're going to land, and they're going to try and suit their needs. So let's wait for them to land and pop out. So this person here, they're craving some dessert. They've got no sleep and no sleep. They're very, very sleepy and very, very thirsty. And so often what they'll do is they'll go into bed. So this guy's in bed at the moment, and once it's done, I get a credit for it. Just 1 credit, but that's all right. This guy here's going to the drinks machine. He's pouring himself a drink, and it's going to take my stock down by 1. But I get $12 for it, which is pretty cool. I'm also producing souvenirs over here. So there's souvenirs, which takes some metal and bugs, and also producing little robots with 6 steel. And they're getting sold in the shops here, and they're buying them. So this guy's buying one at the moment, and hey, we got 9 credits for it, which is pretty cool. And so they're making them happy. He wants consumerism. They want hygiene as well. What we can do is, as we progress through the game, we get research points from doing missions, which again we'll see in a moment, and we can unlock different things. So he was wanting hygiene, so I probably should unlock this one next. So 2 research points, $350, and then we can get give people Oh, I can sell basic soap, and then we can also produce it ourselves. It takes 1 water and 1 oil. And there seems to be quite a lot of things to unlock throughout the game. And I guess it's just as they require more needs, they'll require more things. At the very start, like the factory, you get the machines, but that doesn't actually produce much at all. Like here, we actually need to be able to sell the things that we can produce. So it kind of works like that. Anyway, so how do we do these missions? There's 2 ways we can do it. We can either use contracts, which is where we say, okay, I'll do this mission, pick my best officers, whatever, send them away, and then we'll be fine. But I don't often do these because they cost money to send them away, and the rewards don't seem to be really worth it. Money's kind of important for me at the moment because I kind of wasted a lot of it. The other one is doing missions in real time where you can control them. So we've got these galaxies here. It goes up to level 30, which we cannot get. We're in the first one. Within that, there's systems. And so within the level 1 system, then there's planets. One of your planets is our home. So it's this place here. Cool. And then another one is a place where we can hire people, which is also very cool. There's an embassy as well, which I'll come to in a moment. But when we go to a place like here, we can do a mission. And I've done it already on normal and hard. Now, when I finish it, I automatically get some fruit and some credits. When I do it on a certain difficulty though, I increase the modifier for the resources. What I mean by that is when you complete the mission, the spots on the map pop up and you can buy them. I think it's like 20 credits for the first one, the last one's costing me about 100. They go up for each one. And it's like a resource spot. And because of the difficulty I've done, it's unlocked the modifier. And so this planet, because I've done it twice, it's giving me this many resources, and the period is 2 minutes, and that's based on the local embassy, which is down here at the moment. Combined, all these 3 people make it down. 3 people make it down to 2 minutes. So I presume that's what this number here is. Every 2 minutes, I'm getting the total of all these resources. And so over here, I've done a couple of them, but we haven't done this one yet. And actually, looking at these 2, they're exactly the same. I haven't done an Terra. This is Terra Exploration guy. We'll do this one here. Iceball. So we'll do on normal, give us 1 research point, a random level 2 item, some fruit and stuff, and we can take some people, mostly level 4 people at the moment. The way it works is that you can only put level 2 diplomats and level 2 sectors. This is level 2 sectors. So you kind of got to be working people up and then putting them into sectors as you go along. So we'll land. Now what the cool thing is, I won't expect before we go on doing this, is that if I go back to my base, it's actually still operating in real time. I can switch between the 2 instantly, which I think is pretty cool. Now, the adventure part, I think, leaves a little bit to be desired. It's quite basic. You'll see what I mean. So, complete the objectives at the top. The spawner boss with a chance of a high quality drop. Some of them have got stories, but a lot of them are just defeat enemies. So this one here says defeat the sergeant, and this is arrow telling you which way to go. When I go around the map, I'll pick up little, I guess, pickups. So far, I picked up 1 slime. I can mouse over people here and see at the top there are human settler. Over here, though, these guys will actually attack me. The way it works is that I can left click to move, and then I can hold left click. But you can tell it's just a crazy noise fest. Look at all the sounds to kill the guy. So if I hold left click, everyone will try and attack that person or move into range. Now, I think I've given everybody here weapons. The people at the bottom, though, the way it works is that... What's the 1 mean on their character? Interesting. I have no idea what that meant. Each class has a special active or special ability. There's a special ability and an active ability for each person. So here, special skill is they can use their sidearm is a pistol. The special skill is to use their rifle. And some other people got grenades or quick heal or recharge, and diplomats got freeze. And then they've got some health regen or energy bonuses depending on who they are. We're doing a mission over here. And so running through them, the number 1 allows me to attack someone in a certain range. Number 3 lets me immobilize people. So you actually immobilize. 2 lets me throw a grenade out, like so. 1 allows me to shoot a rifle like that. And then 4 and 5 just recharge health and energy of everyone. But they only take a couple of seconds, so I'm always pushing 4 and 5. Destroy the factory this way. Just kind of like use everybody's skills. If they're hurt, you use the healing thing, and everyone's lost a bit of energy now, so you push 5 and it gets everyone's energy back. Really like the music though. I think the music is something really cool. These seem to be quite simple, and often I found that I can either just churn through on easy. On medium, I gotta watch myself. I've never done any of the W2F difficulties, and we'll have to do that in a moment. And I'll see how hard it is. The grenade's got a lovely range. There is line of sight though on the weapons, like I need to aim at that person with that weapon to actually, for it to take effect. Oh, there's one more factory over here. Cool, we spawned the boss. He's got a ranged weapon. Can we immobilize him? We can. Oh, person come over here. He's gonna throw the grenade. Okay, he's dead. Cool. So it's all done. We've got the loot. One thing I found is if I select an... I'll have to wait for this person to finish up. When I select someone's ability, so the Grenadier, I can't seem to deselect it. Oh, I can with control. Well, I'll just figure it out then. So I can, in this mission, I can build corridor to walk over spaces. I wonder if that's like to walk across the gap. I haven't found a use for that yet. Click on enemies to auto attack. It's very, very simple. And then we can leave. We've got the, we've done it. And now if I go to the resources tab, we can buy the ability. So it's 25. So we've got 4 grand. So if I buy them all. Yeah, it's just over $1,000. So it's got quite expensive. It's one time in a 6-minute period. So what we'll do is we'll go to the embassy. And we need to put level 2 people on this place. Now, this uses bonus work speed and bonus work dupes. I don't understand what the dupes is. The cool thing about this game is, though, is there's a great tutorial system, and you can click on this little guy on pretty much any of the screens. And one thing I loved about this game was when I was playing it, the tutorial popped up when I was going through it. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do the next one yet. I want to just check something else first. But I was worried that when I clicked them away, it would disappear and I would never be able to find those tutorials again. But just that animation, that little animation just really helped me to see where it was. And I was like, that's just a very smart decision on their part. Why have I got some rooms built over here? Silly me. I was like, that's great to see that they've planned, just thought of the little things. I don't know if they've done that on purpose or not, but it really helped me to understand exactly what I needed to do or where I needed to find the tutorial again. So I'm going to put some of these people back in here. Some more diplomats. Okay, so every 2 minutes we get that stuff. So let's go back to that same mission. We've got our high guys in there. Is there any difference between you two? Not really. Level 4s and a level 2 for some reason. Let's do it on hard. And it's generally exactly the same mission, but just at a harder difficulty. Just gotta eliminate the sergeant first. I was playing this game earlier today, just in my spare time, with the music off, and... Oh, he's coming towards us. Just while I was watching a video... Oh, that guy's gonna die pretty quickly. You notice how long it's taken me to churn through that guy's health. There we go. But I kind of missed it. When I was playing, like, oh, I don't... Something about that game doesn't feel right. And it was the music. I was missing the music because it's really, really nice. Before we do the... Let's come around here for line of sight. If I can charge it, I should be able to get a lot of them with a grenade. It didn't kill them, though. When someone dies, though, they don't die completely. Man. Oh, they get zapped away. But the problem is, that's the guy that we need. Okay, that grenade will do it. This will be harder now. Missing the guy with his big gun. Okay. Destroy the factories up here. Let's heal up. I need to upgrade the skills for my people. So, like, their healing skill. Okay. But I can end and run. Okay, I need another grenade, because they're all glued up together. 2... Okay. Okay. Should be clean now. People's energy is also used to fire their weapons. So you can probably tell, like, person number 2... No, this person. No, not that person. Oh gosh, it's gonna spawn the boss then. if a person dies, they get zapped back home. But I think there is a penalty for it. I just can't remember what that penalty is. This guy's got like a flamethrower or something. And immobilize them there, which is a great way just to suck out all the energy of him. Watch out for the other bugs. Oh! Okay, there we go, we got it. Let's just kill these little bugs. Pick up any weapons. Okay. So I think there are some penalties if people die. I just have forgotten what they are. I probably could find that out if I want. So let's leave. And now we're getting a 2x multiplier on that, which is great. And it's a 2-minute period. So we should be getting loads of resources. An issue was that I wasn't having enough resources to produce the food. So we're not getting enough of those little robots there. So I can tell them to produce these, but we have hardly any steel. We need to be producing a lot more of that. Research points, so we've got 1 research point. That costs 2. The living one costs 2, so we need to do 1 more mission. We could possibly go back and... Is there any... There's 2 here that we haven't done yet. If I could get one with steel. I don't want to do any level 3 ones just yet. This place here with the steel would be great. And we get a research point. Alright, complete the objectives. Eliminate the pirates. Right, they're over here. They're in this room upstairs. So this guy must be a bit harder. Yeah, so their health is like 53. And this guy's health is 177. This is a nice easy mission again. Should say there's no line of sight through those items there. But there was line of sight through other things. Maybe like terrain there's line of sight, but not through... Yeah. So I couldn't shoot across the gap, but as soon as he came around that door frame, we were alright. Okay. Pirates up here. Just zap him straight out. Oh, boss is here. Cool, we got him. Okay, so if we leave the planet, and then also I'm going to buy, so 44, 64, 83. That gets very expensive. But just a little bit more iron would be good. And I guess you could balance it. I don't have to buy everything, which is nice. Alright, so what we wanted to do was, in here, I could go for the service too. Sell supplies for living in space. I sell parts, repair parts, I can produce them. I can make fuel cell things. I wonder if people actually want that kind of stuff. Thirst, consumerism. There's a lot of people up here. But a lot of them seem to have hygiene as one of their things. So I'm going to go to living too. Unlock that. Alright, so what have we got back in our little menu here? So, second living space in their barracks. They can also now have a hygienizer, I guess. Keeps everyone clean, refreshed. I can only build in that room, which is actually kind of small. And I can't build any more of it because it's close to the hole. I can build a corridor over those gaps in the surface. But nothing else. So if I tell them to build that, our people... Space station people will come over and build it. I've got these orange pads here, and it tells the people that they can't go through in this area. Only my staff can go through these. And so it's kind of, I've limited them off to this side of the station, which I think is nice and easy to remember. Where am I going to build? I want to kind of build down here, but it's such a long walk to go over to here, which is kind of a shame. I possibly could build a little... Let's see how much of a barracks I could fit in here. Nope, it's not much of a barracks at all. Let's just build 2 for the moment. It's like a little shower block on the corner. This is a museum piece in here with some artifacts that I found, but doesn't seem to be the most popular thing in the area. lots of little decorative things which are cool as well. Like, I don't know how much of a benefit it is to have these. But they do make the place look nicer. I wonder if people do store stuff in there. I won't build that bed. So, I'll need to change... Yeah, soap. Which takes oil and water. Looking through here, oil, we've got 553 and water 154, so we should be alright on that front. I possibly could join this in here, expand out the... Actually, yeah, let's do that. Sorry, I'm gonna... Well, our people probably just got teleported back to the start, they did. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to build a corridor here and there. I'm going to demolish all that, that, and that. And then I'm going to expand out the barracks. I like how I can change all the stuff on the fly out. So there. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. That will work well. And, oh, that music is so cool. Because I'm expanding out, I expanded out this dock area. I can now have 2 ships in, which means more people. And something that I found really interesting, and this is actually, I think the thought was generated because of my recent playthrough of City Skylines. I'm sure that I could build a massive dock system and have loads of spaceships for people come in. But would I be able to easily tell like issues with my people, like if I wasn't producing enough food to meet the demand? Like, how would I know? And that's what I haven't really discovered yet with the game. Actually, what we'll do a contract while I think of it, while doing other stuff. Some XP, lots of XP ones. Well, let's get a tiny bit of water. So, these 2 people are on it. Yeah, sure, just go. 100%. So, 44 minutes it's going to take. To all level 1 officers. Do we not have 3 people available? We only have 1. Yeah, he's not going to do very well by himself. Oh, in terms of weapons. Side up. Wow, we got a load of things. 8 energy, 5 meter line, but does 10 damage. Why is that flickering? Is there something which keeps getting added to it? I want to go... We picked up a lot of those. Okay, that's been expanded. Firstly, let's get those hygiene things in. Actually, delete that one and just build it over here. I'll put 2 in for the moment and see if that's enough. Cool, I think that looks much nicer. Bring my wolves back. So one of them is producing soap, so we've got 4 soap now. We've got a bit of food. Don't have much food though. I'm going to come to this one thing and say if I put in some low-level weapons, we get some... What is that? Nitrogen. Okay, it is nitrogen. Interesting. Okay, it sells basic soap. And instantly Carline Valley is consuming it. So once that's done, $5, and we lost the soap, that's alright. But hopefully, yeah, hydrogen's gone up by a little bit, which is cool. And then we're already out of soap. And I want to go out souvenirs. We don't have any souvenirs. I might build a couple more of these production facilities, and they were under manufacture. Yeah, here in workshop. Smelter uses ore. I'm not getting much of it. Oh, we got enough. I got our next batch of minerals. I wish there was a countdown somewhere which told me when the next shipment of goods were coming in. Not because like I need it, I know they're coming, but just so I can visualize it. Maybe like a timeline of like the next just like 6 minutes worth, because I guess the largest period is 6 minutes. Saying, okay, like I know that then and then and then. Oh, okay, I can see that I'm getting about this much per minute, like overall. I think that would be really useful. Let's cost about 350 each. Like on this screen here, if I jump out, I can see how much I'm producing, but I don't know if that's like, I think that's different cycles for each people. Like, I think that's, like, you know, it could, maybe some of those every 6 minutes, some of them are every 2 minutes. It's hard to know. And I'm wondering what happens when we get to new systems. Does that mean that we can we play with new space stations or anything? Like, there's all these questions I don't have answered. So for our main people, whenever you replace a weapon, and I found this quite interesting, it doesn't replace, it destroys. It just outright replaces the old one. So, quick meds. If I put this on instead, heals the worst wounded officer for a large amount of health. It's level 2 though, it gives us so much more power, but I presume it heals a whole lot more. So I'm going to destroy the old one and put that one instead. Phaser, laser. I wonder what the differences between those are. Grenade to little explodey. Yeah, it was recorded for being too awesome. Sure, let's get that. Put some of these in. Level 3 mitigation. Decreases the amount of damage. Oh, that's what mitigation does. Okay, so we've upgraded our guys a bit. I want to see what happens if we did the next couple of story missions. Since we're the right people, let's land here. A local human colony has contacted us to find some supplies that got stolen by pirates. That guy's going to attack us. It's always pirates. Sigh. Talk to the major. And again, guys, if you want to see I was a passive creature, sorry. If you want to see more of this game, like see more of a playthrough, let me know and we can play more of it. Oh, cool. That's why I want to do the contract. I remember there was a reason why. We've seen divided supplies, dangerous side, can you go after them? Yeah, okay. When you do those contract missions, you have this feed. And this feed alerts you of things that have happened. And it's cool, it's actually saved them across my save games. But I got a lot of charts and like credits over time, and there's like an increase for each period of time. Oh, this must be my how long I've played in the save. That's cool. We've nearly come up to 2 hours worth. My visitors and the overall impressions over time. I wish I could zoom this out instead of just scrolling along. Different types of visitors. So it seems like there's a couple of different races that we'll see later on. We're humans at the moment. And then like different products. There's a lot of products. Resources like my seed consumption and production. I find that screen really useful and very in-depth. What are we doing? We're over here. Recover the supplies. We're going in this direction. A lot of pirates over here. They got one set of supplies. Got the healer there. Mitigate some damage. The last one's just down here. I've had some really interesting stories so far. I had one where the chef asked me to try all his food, and then we accidentally vomited it up everywhere, and then so him and all the patrons just attacked us. I found that kind of amusing. I like how you can see the money tick in. And like I know when it goes up by credit, I'm like, someone's used a bed. Galaxy Bar Tour. Is that like Madilli? Madilli. Major, we're here. Supplies will last us great. What was in those boxes for? Or stare at the horizon, but still beats. Alright, okay, we'll leave. Cool, and that means we get the next sector. And I think, because our guys are leveled up enough, we probably should be able to just churn through these. I'm keen to see what the next major area has. HQ's determined your station needs a natural area for peace and contemplation. There's a unique tree that grows in a very small area of this planet. Find it so you can get your garden started. Alright. Collect the specimen. Probably should have checked what the bonus of this mission was. I find specimen perfect for transplanting into our station. Upward. Talk to the biologist. Fools, what do you think you're doing? Oh, we want to take it to our space station. Well, have you thought even about asking for permission? Permission, do you mind if we take this tree with us? Don't ask me, ask the tree. Oh, please. It isn't going to be one of these days, is it? Ahem. Oh gosh, the tree's talking to us. Hello, how are you even talking to us? I directly formed the words inside your brain. So you're not only sentient, you're also xenotelepathic. Oh, don't walk over there. Stay here. And quite good at chess, if you must know. Anyway, that entire thing about uprooting me wasn't very cool, you know. Oh, we're sorry. We would have given you a very nice home. Okay, I'm quite content about being here and don't plan on going anywhere else. We're a very rare breed. We appreciate your conservation. Goodness me, I'm quite tired. I can't read words today. Even if we find them misguided. But I have a proposal. A nearby pirate camp is planning a massive barbecue and wants to use our wood as lumber. And this menace, and you can have one of our juveniles. Just have one of the young. Okay. We can deal with them. 20 of them. Sweet. At least these story missions had a bit of flavour to them. It's a stronger guy that used the stronger weapon. Immobilizing everyone. If we can get everyone to come together, I'm kind of running through there to try and group them. Oh my gosh, I didn't think they'd have a massive rage like that. That was awesome. Oh, I completely missed with that shot. Alright, let's go talk to the tree again. Give me one of your juveniles. So that was completed, and it was a success and complete. I think once I clicked that, the people were then freed up to go back to base. I gotta say, actually, compared to my first impressions, the missions aren't as bad now. They're actually kind of picking up. Unlocked collectible object Lumerian climate is now available for building. What's going to be next to Dancing Teapot? Well, don't get your hopes up. System Lino has now been locked. Lilo? So I think what we unlocked was flower pots, greenery. And there's also busts of people. I'm going to put those in there. A decorative pot. So can I put those like anywhere? That's kind of cool. I like the look of that pot. I think that pot looks quite cool. There's a Zen garden or a flower pot. Neat. Okay. Cool. I'll build those things. We also need to give these some recipes. So if I can give this one here back to clothing and then these ones up here to soap. But I need more people to man all the stations. People need to go and do it, and there's not many of them around. Especially if we're doing all these missions. Okay. Next mission is here, Lilo. We'll see how hard this one is. We've got a couple of the 5 people, so can't be that bad. I say that. Unlocking the next system is a research point in oils. And we probably have enough research now to... Yeah, we've got 2. We could also unlock service. Interesting. The administrator of the Secretive Hovel is asking our help. They won't mention anything about what the problem is or why they need us. Good morning, officers. I'm glad you are here. Good morning. Your message had very little information. What's going on? Yes, you see, we must work with the most absolute discretion. We're the most advanced facility in the galaxy for the treatment of paper cuts. Are you serious? Absolutely. Paper cuts can lead to life-threatening complications if they're not healed properly. Our clients are wealthy individuals from all over the galaxy who are willing to pay top credit to the most advanced medical facilities for curing paper cuts, yes. This is to be a prank. Officers, this is very serious. You will soon see why. Some of the patients have contracted, goodness me, Borrelia digitalis, a very rare finger-brain disease. They have become completely deranged as a result. We're a hospital in Assam, so we like the facilities to take care of them. Finger brain disease, this is really happening. Just go to the room indicated and see for yourself. Try to pacify them, please. Okay, let's go talk to the patient. How bad could the problem be? And on that note, I'm going to have my finger over the grenade button. It is perfection. Perfect. The reflection, the beauty, it glows. What is so beautiful? The pearl of the conscience. The flow of the identity. Infinite. 2, 6, 4, 3, 3, 8, 3, 2, 7, 9. Hello? Oh, okay. I must have clicked until I accidentally. I'll have it, I won't give up. It's mine. I will. Careful, officers. Oh, gosh. Kill that thing. Grenade it. grenade it. It just exploded. Alright. Get your heels back on. Go talk to the administrator. I think we fixed it. Thank you. Some things cannot be unseen. Now, if we leave... System rail is now being unlocked. Make sure you gear up. Okay, so it's a new system, but what is this symbol? Is it like a new type of people? Human colony. Federation. 12 minutes. That's longer. Ooh, but these people look cool. I'm going to hire these people. It costs a lot of money, but... Actually, I'm just going to do them all because they're high levels. They look kind of cool. So I don't think you get like a new space station at that thing, but there is a different symbol. Well, this symbol here matches up with these, and that's like a combination. And oh gosh, I've managed to pop off the screen somehow. That's amusing. But over, oh gosh, where's the screen? Oh wow, look. Oh wow, we've definitely broken it. It was in here. Lumerians, that's the symbol for them. So we must be able to get them later on. I've obviously broken that screen somehow, but the game is not fully released yet and it's still in development. We've got some extra research. We're going to look at on this amusing screen. That has to be the next one to get service, so we're allowed to produce stuff there. Alright, so if we jump back to our station, everyone should be back and they're all building stuff frantically. So inventory, what have we got? We've got some robots, not very many though, they seem to be selling fairly quickly. Got enough souvenirs. Getting some metal, but that probably gets used up pretty quickly. We're getting soap though, we're curing soap, which is good. Look, our station's getting some... It's getting some flavour to it. I think that's the way I would describe it. It's definitely getting a degree of flavour. In terms of food though, we're not producing too much of it. Our blue Slurpees, we've got 2. Man, we have got drinks out of ears, 206. Task Q. I'm wondering what Task Q means. Can I queue up, like just do 10 of them? Whoever makes the juice, though, is very, very good at it. I'm going to put another one on pizzas. And tell it to produce it infinitely. There we go, like that. Cool. So this place here, service station, sells supplies for living in space. Fuel cell shells, spare parts, and some decorative rockets. And so I presume now in here, yeah, we can do repair parts. Interesting, but we need more aluminium. Well, guys, I think this is going to wrap it up for our look at the Spatials. It's a very cool game, and it's got some very cool feels to it. It's a combination of building and meeting demands, but it's simple. I think it's definitely simple, but I'm enjoying the simplicity of it. It's quite nice just to play with. Now that I see these, I feel like I need to rotate them to match the rest of the pattern. Guys, if you want to see more of the series, let me know, probably in the comments. It's the best way for you guys to let me know. I'd be keen to hear if you want to see more of this game. It has got a very cool feel to it. Thanks guys for watching, and we will see you later.